Okay, let me see if this is gonna work. Turned off my Wi-Fi. I turned off my Wi-Fi. Okay, John, let's see if we can do this now. Ricky is watching. Okay, John, try to send me another invite for me to approve you. Ricky. I'm here, John. Right, I'm gonna wait for him to send me the request. John wants to join you. Okay. Okay, I approved it. Let's see what happens. I approved it. I approved it, so you should be able to get on. And maybe you shouldn't have your earbuds on. I think you should just talk through the microphone of the phone. I approved it. I don't know why you're not popping on. I approved it already. I approved you. Is there a way you could pop on? Okay. They're off. What's off? Come on, John. Get back on the way you got on before. Get back on the way you came on, John. How did you get on before? Hey, everybody. Hey, Sue. What's up? I don't know. Maybe it's the earbuds. You know, when I come on, I just come on with the phone. I use the microphone from the phone. I don't use earbuds. My buds are off. Okay, so can you just use the microphone from the phone, maybe? But I don't know why I can't see you yet. I didn't get your invite. Yeah, I sent the invite. When I go on there, I can't send it again because it says already sent. Okay, approve. Send invite again. Okay, I just did it again.
Please tell me you can hear me.
Very low.
Okay, let me see.
Somehow I was able to hear you big before,
Can
and
you
I
hear me
don't know
now?
what you did.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear
No,
me now?
very little.
Okay, let me make sure these. Oh
You
God,
did
I don't want.
something before,
Yeah,
and you popped
I'm
on, and I
looking
could
at
hear
the.
your voice,
I'm looking at
but you couldn't
the
see me.
volume.
You guys hear him, I know, but I don't.
Yeah, it's up. It's all the way up, and I'm only using the mic from the phone. The buds are off. These are off.
Okay, so you see at the very, very bottom, there's
Uh-huh.
like a microphone.
Yeah,
Is
it's not
that,
highlighted. Yeah, it's not highlighted.
and mine is
Let me
on
see.
too.
Yeah, mine is not highlighted. Man, this is crazy.
Yeah,
This, this is
that's what
unbelievable.
happened with when I was on with
Yeah,
Sapphire.
it
Um,
just.
I couldn't hear her until I don't know what she did, and then it came on really nice and loud.
Can you hear me now?
I'm afraid to tell you to take out your earbud and put it back
I
in.
know, right? Can you hear me?
I hear you, but low. I'll let you know when I can hear you loud.
Okay, let me. I don't know. I'm gonna try this bud thing.
Oh.
You know, why is it a thing I'm so excited about this
And I
interview? And it's like,
wonder if, and now I can't really see you. Oh, because you're trying to figure it out. Okay.
uh, I don't want to close this screen. because
So you're talking through your headphones, right?
no,
Not
I'm
through the
talking
phone?
I'm talking through the phone,
Oh,
not the headphones. They're off.
okay. So maybe, I don't know,
They're off.
maybe you need to get closer?
Get a little closer. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Uh,
a little bit. Well,
this is crazy. Wait a minute. We got to figure this out.
this is the devil.
Yeah, yeah. You know it. You said it. This is
Reposition
the.
yourself. Um, oh, you know what? Something just popped up and it was a microphone. It had an X across it.
Oh,
Like
that was in the
like it
chat
was
box.
not like the microphone was, see right here, I'm seeing microphone off.
That. I now just hit it back on.
That's
Johnny,
on your
turn off your.
side. Johnny, turn off. Okay, I don't know.
They're off.
Someone's sending you a message.
They're off. Yeah, they're off. So
Somebody's saying turn off your
yeah,
Bluetooth.
they're off. They're off. They're off.
No, Ricky, I hear him super low.
Baby.
God,
Lead broadcast cancel.
that's your mic T. Click it to turn it on. It is on because
Yeah.
my microphone,
I,
the little green thing is moving up to show that I'm speaking, that I'm talking. So my microphone
and
is
mine
on.
isn't even highlighted. Mine isn't even
See
highlighted.
at the
My mic.
bottom where it has
Yeah.
microphone and all that
I'm.
stuff?
Yeah. I'm hitting it and nothing is
And
happening.
everybody says they hear you, but why I don't hear you clear?
Your volume is up, right?
It's all the way up.
Yeah. You
I
love.
don't know.
Oh, this sucks. Wait a minute.
I think
Want to try it again?
I'm scared to let you go.
I know,
Somehow
me
it's
too.
got to get right. It's got to pop on.
Yeah, it
You think I should
will.
get headphones, guys? I don't know.
Maybe
I've never used
you,
the
yeah,
headphones in here.
yeah. Try if they can hear me and you can't, then yeah, try the headphones. Try the headphones and see.
I don't know why I can't hear you good. My mic off. Now I just turned it back on.
Yeah, my mic is on, but it's not highlighted. See, your mic is highlighted, but mine isn't. It's below the chat emojis.
Are you on a laptop? What are you on?
I'm on my phone.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I'm
Shit.
always on my
Yeah.
phone. But you guys can hear me, right?
Wait a minute. Yeah, this is off.
Maybe
Yeah,
I
this
should
is
get some
crazy.
headphones because
Yeah,
I don't hear
yeah.
you.
Try the headphones and see if they can hear me.
Ricky want me to approve him. Okay.
Yeah, if they can hear me, then you want to try the headphones?
I just accepted you, Ricky. Joining. Ricky's
Joining.
joining.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, can you hear him now? Johnny, talk.
Talk. Johnny.
Can you hear
I mean,
him?
I hear him, but he's real low.
I'm
All right,
really low.
this is what you're gonna do. Go along like that with your phone and swipe it back up.
Who, me or her?
No, her.
Okay.
Talk.
Hello.
I hear him. You are amazing, Ricky.
Ricky,
Okay.
you're a professional.
I'll let y'all get back to it.
I love you. Thank you
I
so
love
much.
Thank
you
you,
too.
man.
I'm sweating bullets.
Yeah,
Look at my
that's
chest
cool.
all red.
That's the man. He's the man. Oh my God.
Okay, let me breathe again. Okay, I got
Breathe
my
again.
candle.
I know, right? Oh my God. Thank you, Ricky, man.
Yeah,
Shout out.
Ricky. Let me breathe.
Breathe. I know, right?
Relax.
Relate,
because I was
release.
really tripping just now.
Yum, yo, renge, kyom, oh.
Ooh,
I need to get into that. Uh-oh, I got you, huh?
you did. Oh my
But you
God.
know where I get that from. You know where I get that from. I ain't gonna try to act like I'm all into it. I got that from What's Love Got to Do with It?
Tina, yeah.
Yeah. When
Okay, I got me a little
Tina was at her
minty
friends.
drink so I could calm down because
I know.
I was like, okay.
Again. Oh, you look great though, as usual.
Okay, let's back it up.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, guess who I have with me? I have the one and only, none other than the Mr. Diamond Girl himself, all the way
Oh
from
man.
Miami, Florida, my hometown, the
Yeah.
305, baby. The one and only, the original, I call him the voice
Oh, you're so sweet.
of one of my favorite. It is the song that gets me on the dance floor. It gets everybody on the dance floor, no matter where you are or who you are. If you hear this song, you are getting up on the dance floor. My favorite song, I go crazy when I hear Diamond Girl. You better
Yeah.
sing a little bit. You make
Oh,
me
oh,
feel.
diamond girl. Diamond girl, you make me feel like I'm on fire when you are near. You captivate me with your
Smile.
smile. Yeah.
Keep going.
Girl, you make
Make me
me
feel
so
so
wild.
wild.
Oh, oh,
Diamond
diamond
Girl.
girl.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
God. Y'all give it up
Oh
for
my God.
Mr.
Thank you.
John Minnis. He is
Trinere.
the best.
You
He
know, I
is
still
the
fan out. I
best.
still fan out when I see you. You know that, right?
You
I
do
still
what?
fan out when I fan out when I see you. You know, I
You're
be
out.
tripping. And you know how I am when I see you. I be like, oh my God, Trinere. Yeah. You don't
You
understand. You don't understand.
you are my brother, my
Oh God.
homeboy
Yes.
from
Yes.
Miami. Just amazing.
Yeah.
Like I
Thank you.
remember back, it started back in the 80s, of
Hmm.
course,
Yeah.
with the group going out, and I used to be so confused because I knew you and I knew that you were all over the place singing, but I would be like, well, why isn't he on these shows?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get right into it. I'm not gonna waste no time because already almost a half hour went by,
I know.
doing nothing.
I know, right?
It's okay. It's all good. We are here now. And John,
Thank goodness.
tell
Yes.
us why you are, I want to know the reason why you chose this because it was a path that you chose. It wasn't
Yes.
anything that anybody made you do.
Yeah.
Nobody
Exactly.
said you can't do this, you can't do that.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
made a decision. So tell us why you're not in the group or why didn't you join the group
Yeah.
back in the 80s?
Well, the way it started was the guy Joe Granda who wrote the song. He and his partner, they saw me at a talent show, and they asked me if I would be interested in recording some songs for a dance group they had,
Mhm.
and because they wanted them to dance to their own songs. This is what I was told. And I had never been in a studio ever. I was at Miami-Dade Community College. They had a talent show, and I won a talent show. So I was like, okay. So I ended up recording like 4, maybe 5 songs for them, and Diamond Girl was one of them.
Uh-huh.
And so that was it. That was all I heard from it. Because back then it was just just do your thing and keep going. I had my mom. I was taking care of my mom. My mom was in a
Okay, so
wheelchair.
back up. So there were no contracts signed,
Nothing.
no nothing. You just went
Nothing.
in
Hmm. Yeah.
just because you
Just because
wanted
they.
to.
Yeah, and I never been in a studio. Never. None of the
Yeah.
stuff.
And remind us, we're like what? You're like 18,
Well, I was.
19?
Yeah, I was 19, 20. I was in Miami-Dade Community
Right.
College. So
Hmm.
and so that's what I did. I just recorded the songs and kept it moving,
Yeah.
because they wanted it. Because I didn't know anything about the music industry at all.
And usually
No.
most of us
Don't.
don't.
Yeah.
Back
Yeah.
then, we just jump in it and we
And
want
you
to
love, yeah, you
want to
love
sing.
singing and stuff. Yeah. And that was my, and it still is. Singing is my passion, it's my therapy, it's my, you know. And so I just did that. And so when I was working as a security guard
Mhm.
and I was listening to the radio and I heard Diamond Girl on the radio. And I
Yeah.
was like, oh my God, that sounds like me. That sounds like a song I did. You know,
Oh my
and
God.
I
Yeah.
flipped out. I'm like, oh my God. And I called my mom, told her to turn on the radio. She turned on the radio. I said, that's the song I recorded. That's one of the songs. She said, are you joking? I'm like, no, you know. And she's, oh my God, no, you didn't tell. I said, well, I didn't know, you know, I thought it was just they. And so what I was told was, you know, back then the DJs determined the hits
Right.
back then. And
Yeah.
so what I was told, every time they performed a song, the DJs would continue playing Diamond Girl every time they did a show and everything. So they did ask me, because the song it took off real quick.
So how did you feel when you heard it? Did you say you want to be a part of the group? Did you feel like, I mean, just how did you feel?
I felt like I was lied to at first because, you know, they told me they just wanted the songs for the dance group to perform to.
Yeah.
I wasn't told anything about the song's gonna be on the radio and it's gonna be released and I wasn't told any of that stuff. So when I heard it, you know, and my mom, you know, she was like, okay, you need to talk to somebody and figure out what's going on. So, but they were cool, you know, Joe Ronda and I keep forgetting his partner's name, he passed away. But they were cool, you know, they wanted me in the group. They
Okay.
like, you know, this thing is taking off, blah blah blah. But I had other responsibilities. Like I said, I knew nothing about the entertainment business, period. You know,
Right.
and I had been taking care of my mom since I was 9 years old, eight
Wow.
years old,
Okay.
9 years old.
So you said they wanted you to be a part of the
Hmm.
group.
Yeah,
Um, so why weren't you again?
because I was taking care of my mom,
Okay.
and I couldn't go on the road, and I couldn't do any of that
Yeah.
stuff because I didn't know anything about it anyway. You know, I knew nothing about this stuff. So I'm an only child, so I was taking care of her. That was my
Right.
main focus, period.
Okay.
Like I
Okay.
even skipped a year in school. You know, I flunked the seventh grade because of my situation with my mom. So
Um,
that's what it was for me, you know, and it wasn't like it wasn't I didn't have a mom that was pushing me out there, oh, you need to become a star, you need to do this, you need to do that, you know.
mhm.
She wasn't interested in all this stuff either. So, you know, but
Yeah.
her situation was really, you know, um
Pretty bad.
yeah, for me, exactly. And so, and you know, I had family and everything, but nobody lived with us. It
Oh,
was just me and her,
it
you
was
know.
just you and your mother.
Yeah. So, and then I had my neighbor, Miss Liz, and her daughter, Vanessa, rest in peace, Vanessa, and they would help me, you know, when I go to school, because there's situations where my mom would fall out of the bed trying to get into a
Yeah.
chair,
So
and she'd
you
be in
had
bed
to,
all day, on the
okay.
floor all day.
So you used to do this when, as a teenager
Oh,
too, as a young
yeah,
kid?
yeah. I I had to learn how to change the bed while she's still in it.
Ooh,
I had to change, you know, the bed pans, and I had to she got bed sores. I had to learn how to dress them and everything because when she first got hurt, I had to live with her in a nursing facility, and there was a lot of kids there, you know, and
what?
so we had to learn. So when the nurse came over, we had to learn all this stuff, you know,
Oh
and
my
give her a
God.
bath and everything because when she got her, she was in a motorcycle accident, but she broke her wrist and her ankle. She was paralyzed from the waist down,
Wow.
but she still couldn't do anything. She couldn't lift herself or anything.
Yeah. So you
She had
had
to
to
learn
do
all that stuff.
everything. You had to
Yeah.
do all of that. Plus, you said community college,
Yeah.
tried to still go to school,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
And then, so to pay the bills, you
Yeah.
used to have to go out and sing with the band. So you started,
Well, I
because I,
started
I,
singing.
I know
Yeah.
that everybody knew John Minnis in Miami.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
kind of got a name for yourself singing around town.
Hmm. Yeah.
Because I used to
Yeah.
do the same thing. When I was in
Yeah.
college at the University of Miami, people got to know who I was because I was with a group called Euphoria before I started recording music
Yeah.
with Tony.
Yeah.
And so everybody knew in Miami the talented people in Miami. And
Yeah.
everybody
Yeah.
knew John Minnis.
Yeah.
It seemed like you were everywhere working. You was on
Yeah.
Star Search, you was with a
Yeah.
band, just everywhere, but just not with that group.
No.
So while this group is performing, Diamond Girl, you're out with your band,
Mm-hmm.
right? Or just
Yeah.
taking other little gigs
Yeah.
with the
Yeah.
band and solo.
Mm-hmm.
You're just doing that, but you're not singing Diamond Girl.
No. And like sometimes I would do it in the bands, the people that knew I sang it, I would do it or whatever. But the thing is, was back then the song they had done so many shows,
Yeah,
you know, and I felt, Reggie and I were always in contact because Reggie
yeah,
used to ask me to do it. You know, he used to call me, John, man, I really don't want to do this. You know, he used to, say it because, he's a black guy. Of course, they're going to have him lip sync,
right.
Um, but I just couldn't
I
do it.
remember, I
Yeah,
remember because that was one of the hottest, if not the hottest song, of course,
yeah,
next to mine,
of course.
down there,
I know.
down there
I
in
love it. Yeah,
Miami.
yeah,
And I used to do a lot of shows with Nice and Wild, with
yeah,
Company B, with the
yeah.
original Expose,
Mm-hmm.
with da-da-da-da. Connie
Oh,
came a little
yeah,
bit
yeah.
after that. I
Connie,
didn't do a
yeah.
whole lot of shows
I
with
remember
Connie,
Connie, yeah.
but she was also, coming up, erotic, exotic.
Yeah,
Um, a lot of shows with Company B. We used to do
yeah.
a lot of work
Was
together.
Charlotte in it when you were doing it? Charlotte McKinnon was in it when you were doing it?
I don't
The
think so.
shows? Okay.
I don't
Yeah,
think
good.
so. I
Yeah,
don't think so. But I'm telling you, I didn't used to. There was a black girl in it, but I don't remember if it was Charlotte.
okay.
I'm not sure because we didn't used to talk a lot.
Okay.
We would,
You did your
they would
shows and
bring me in at a certain time and the other group had already left the stage,
yeah,
or we
yeah,
would
I
see
guess.
each other in passing, but we never used to really, really talk. Okay,
Okay, I
so
got you.
I'm not sure if it was Charlotte.
Okay.
But
I,
that's another artist that I would love to speak
oh
to. When I met her,
my
she was
God, you
so
have to.
beautiful and so humble and just like she
Sweet.
was so excited when I met her. She was just,
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah,
girl, you are so beautiful. And her voice
yeah,
is amazing.
yeah. I worked with her. She worked with me last week at I work at this place, Fishtails, every Friday. Because she does the same thing, singing bands and stuff like that. And we worked together on this past last week Friday. And Charlotte is a lot of fun. She's very talented. The girl
Right,
can
she
dance and
is.
do all that stuff.
So
Yeah,
I see
so
Gary is saying it was Susan. Yes, I know Susan Maria, but I'm
mhm.
not sure if it was Susan with Company B.
Okay.
When I used to perform with them back in the 80s. I don't know when Susan actually joined Company B.
Okay.
Um, yeah, I know Susan. I know Susan very,
Yeah.
very well, but I'm not sure when Susan actually became a part of Company B, if Charlotte was with them in the beginning,
Yeah,
because
at the time, yeah.
Charlotte
Yeah,
is
Charlotte
the
was in the
original
beginning.
voice.
Yeah, she's the original voice. Yeah.
She's the original
I'm
voice.
fascinated.
She is the powerhouse of that group.
Oh, oh
Um,
God, yeah, that voice, jeez,
nobody else in Company B sings.
like that. Or even,
No,
yeah,
yeah, they don't sing.
yeah.
They
So
don't sing
she,
a song like for
yeah,
real. I don't think. No, they
no, I
don't.
think, yeah, I think they re-recorded it. I think they did.
Now that's the
Yeah,
thing.
you know what I'm
So
saying? Exactly.
so okay, you would go to some of the shows because I think you told me that there's sometimes when you would actually be at a show and the group would be up there singing to your
Uh,
voice and you're out in
uh,
the audience and Reggie and the other guys
yeah.
would be looking at you while you're in the audience.
Yeah. Well, that happened maybe what I think twice. My my
That's
aunt at
still
the
a
time,
lot. That's too many times for me.
I think it's well, the thing was I had already come to terms with it
Right.
because I knew that if I at the time I just
You couldn't do it.
I couldn't do it,
You
and
couldn't
then
do
later
it.
on
I get
my
it.
mom's one of my mom's younger sisters, she moved in with us, but she was in college, so I had more freedom to do stuff. And it wasn't like my family didn't want to help me or help us.
Yeah.
You know, my mom, I didn't know this, so even my godmother and her family, they wanted us to move in with them and everything, but my mom told them no. She didn't,
Yeah.
because she felt like she didn't want to be a burden to everyone else. But my godmother would tell her, but you're being a burden to your son, that kind of thing. My mom had this pride thing, that's that Caribbean thing.
It is.
So, you know, But and you know, I didn't know all this was going on. I did have hold a little resentment towards my family because there's a lot of things I could have done had they been there. You know, like.
Yeah.
But my mom, she had gotten into a depression and everything. It got really bad to where she just didn't want to participate in anything anymore. But she was never trying to keep me home. You know, she used to always say to me, you know, when you turn 21, you got to get out.
Yeah.
You got to get out.
Yeah.
You got to get out on your own. You know, she always said those things to me. So she never tried to keep me with her.
Yeah.
Um, and when her wrists healed and everything, she was able to do more for herself, you know. But at the time, it was that. Now, when I finally was ready to join Nice and Wild, I
Right.
was going
That's
to
what I
join
was
with,
getting ready to get to.
yeah,
Like, when
yeah.
did you say, okay,
Now I can do it.
I wanted to be a part of this. That's my voice, because you're
Yeah,
hearing it. I hear
yeah,
that song everywhere.
yeah.
And I don't know as an artist how I would feel hearing my voice and I'm
Hmm.
not able
Hmm.
to really get out there and perform the song.
Yeah.
And you, especially you being a natural born, gifted, truly
Mm.
authentic and talented singer, like for real, and you have the voice, like
Hmm.
that was so bother me. That would really,
Yeah.
really bother me. So when you did decide to join, how did you go about doing it?
Well, this is what I was told when Joe, because they had signed to an independent label, and then the independent label, they did a joint contract with, I think, Atlantic Records. You know how that goes. And
Yeah.
when Atlantic found out that I wasn't in the group, the original single wasn't in a group, that's when everything fell apart. But Joe was asking me, and I
You,
said,
when they
okay,
found out that you weren't a part of the
yeah.
group.
Hmm. And the thing is, what I was told is that when I decided I was going to do it, you know, Remy and David didn't want me in it.
Of
They
course.
didn't want me in it because now they're going to be going around singing. We're going to do these shows, and now I'm singing it, and it's going to be a whole, you know, that they would be embarrassed type thing. That's what I was told. So they didn't want to do it. Now David and
So,
I did.
okay, so they're not embarrassed by the fact that there is another black man singing in the background, and everybody knows it's not you. So they weren't
Mhm.
embarrassed by that.
I guess not. You know, they were young, so you know they just. But the thing is, I think it was Reggie and Remy that didn't want me in it because David
No,
and
I
I
know
did.
Reggie. I
Yeah,
know
yeah,
Reggie personally, and he is a beautiful, beautiful
amazing.
person
He's
inside
amazing.
and out. And he's,
He's amazing.
I know the story with that. He
Yeah,
really, he wanted you a part of the group.
yeah, he did. And then Reggie and David and I did a few shows together as Nice and Wild with another guy, you know, with us. So we had done some shows, you know. Um, I don't know what happened with him.
So when you and David did the shows, who took the lead? You would
I
sing,
did.
right?
I did. Yeah. David and yeah. And so I would sing the lead Diamond Girl, and he would come in and do his Spanish part, and the other guy would sing Remy's Spanish part, that kind of thing. Um, and David and management had a falling out. Something happened. They went and he left. So he decided to leave and whatever. And I kept doing shows, you know, with the other guys or whatever. But then it got to the point to where now this is where I was having issues with the promoters and the club owners. Like my last draw was we did a show in New York. I'll never forget this. I can't remember the club or the owner's name, but I remember the situation. And
And that, how
you
long
know how
ago
this
was this?
this
How long
was
ago was this? 80s,
this was
90s?
80s. It
Okay.
was late, yeah.
So this was
Well,
still
early
early,
90s.
very
Yeah.
early in the
Mhm.
game.
And one of the guys, you know how they're supposed to pay you before you get on the plane. They're supposed to send you a deposit and then pay you before you go on stage. Well,
Right.
this dude decided he was going to wait. He's like, no, no, you just go on. You know how they rush you on stage. After I was done, the place was packed. After I was done, he says, well, we were done. He said, well, there wasn't enough people here for me to pay you what I said I was going to pay you. And I lost it, of course. I
I know
lost
you
it.
did. I know
It-
that Miami came out
oh,
of you.
and I said, if you don't give me my money, you better call security because I'm going to drag somebody. I'm gonna beat you. I was so mad. I got so hood. I was like, all of my street shit came out. And after that, it got my stress level was so high. I was like, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. They don't really appreciate talent, and freestyle music it's not respected. You know what I'm saying? And with all this fake stuff going on and the lip syncers, and it shows no respect for the fans, and it shows no respect for the genre, the music, you know? And so as long as they can get their pockets filled, they don't care about the audience.
Yeah.
And, you know.
So I would say that is that hasn't been my experience, but I know it happens.
Mm-hmm.
It
Yeah.
happens. There's in everything there's good and
Yeah, of
there's
course.
bad, right?
Everything.
And so
Yeah.
with you, what I respect about it is that you stood your ground and you said, okay, I don't need to do this. I don't need to be
Mm-hmm.
disrespected. I don't need
Yeah.
to, I know my worth. You knew
Yeah.
your worth
Mm-hmm.
and you stepped out,
Yeah.
right? You pretty
Yeah.
much said, you know what, I'm out. You know, whether you either respect me or you don't get,
Exactly.
you
Mm-hmm.
don't get the opportunity to experience my gift and my talent because you
Mm-hmm.
knew that you can go somewhere else, which you
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of
Yeah.
people, you know, because, you know, I have talked to some people about, okay, I'm going to be talking to John, whatever. And some people feel bad for you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, don't feel bad for John. John has been good. John works,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes it works more
Mm-hmm.
than some of the
Freestyle
artists,
shit. Yeah.
freestyle artists. And I don't want to just say only freestyle, but you work a lot. You've been
Mm-hmm.
blessed to be with a band. You
Mm-hmm.
have steady gigs, and that's what
Yeah.
you've been doing all these years. I think we're around the same age. I'll be
Yeah.
60 this year.
Yeah. I'm
You're
59. I just turned 59. Yeah.
So we're around the same age. So, you know how to,
Yeah. Y'all look no damn 60. Anyway, go ahead.
thank you.
Damn.
You
I got to just
know,
throw that in there.
you know how to hustle. You know how to make your money.
Mm-hmm.
You know how to stay relevant
Mm-hmm.
because you've made a name for yourself
Yeah.
in Miami. People know you. You're constantly working, and that's the only job that you've had for all these years. You
Yeah.
might have done a little side gig here and there, which
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
personal training,
Yeah.
which you
Yeah.
very well should because your body is like smoking.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Working on it. Keeping.
So I'm like, don't feel bad for
Yeah.
John. Don't feel
So,
bad for him because things happen.
yeah.
Okay. All
And
of
they happen
us
for a
as
reason.
artists, we're young. We jump in the game without
Mm-hmm.
reading contracts. And if
We
anybody's
don't.
watching this and you're a new artist, if you can learn anything from us, is read
Yeah.
your contracts, have somebody look
Learn.
over the
Yeah.
contracts
Yep.
because we especially back in the 80s, we just wanted to sing.
We just wanted to
We
sing
had
and
no
trusted people. You know.
we had no idea that it was going to take off like with my music. It took off super duper fast,
You
but
don't
I really
understand.
trusted the people that was
Mm-hmm.
around me. I trusted,
Yeah.
the management that was around me. And I swear to God, I didn't read the fine
No.
print. And so here I am 40 years later,
Mm-hmm.
lost millions,
Yeah.
literally
Yeah.
millions and
It's
millions of dollars
heartbreaking.
because my music is still
Yeah.
selling 40 years later because I
Yeah.
still get checks for it.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
know what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
And it's selling more now than it did in the
Yeah.
80s. I
Yeah. And
promise
that's
to
because you're
God
doing those
it
shows
is.
and you're still
But
fire. That's why you
but that money is not
performing.
to me. And
Mm-hmm.
why? Because I was stupid. I made the mistake in trusting the wrong people, not reading contracts for myself. You didn't
Mm-hmm.
read contracts. You didn't even have a
Yeah.
contract.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's the thing, because we trust people. They tell you it's going to be this, and that's exactly what you think it's going to be. Right? I mean, these days there's more information. People, there's a lot more out there for, thanks to social media, you can
Yes,
learn
thanks to
and pick
social
stuff up.
media, you can
We didn't have
Google
all that back then.
everything.
Yeah. So you trust people, and we love you, and we think you're this and you're that. They know how to charm you and put the bug in your ear, and so you do it. And then a lot of times, a lot of us, we're not rich. We're not coming from rich, anything. So, this is my way out. This is my way out. But
But I like the fact that you were, even through all these years, even like, I mean, it's been almost 40
mhm,
years. But even still, even with the whole social media thing, the Facebook,
Yeah.
the Instagram, and all of that,
Yeah.
you have never forced your way in, even though
Mm-mm.
you could. You've never tried to fight anybody.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
have never gotten on social media to try to say
Mm-mm.
anything, to try to throw up little things. You know, if anybody gets mad, it's me.
You know what you do. I know. I
I
appreciate that though, because you be feeling it.
I'm
It's like,
so quick. I be on there like, excuse me, that's John Minnis. That is not you. Why are you up there singing with
uh,
those vocals in the background,
and he
with
told,
this
yeah,
artist in the background? What are you doing? How
it is
embarrassing.
crazy.
You're
He
shaming
he claims
yourself.
that he actually claims that my voice is not on the track. I'm like, dude, are you serious? I mean, if you're gonna do it, at least remove my vocals. You know what I'm saying? Remove my vocals and sing it live. Don't sit there and lip sync to my
Okay,
voice and
wait,
then have the audience sing half of it.
wait. Okay, back up. I didn't
Mhm.
hear everything that you just said. So you said that, who is this person?
David Torres.
Okay, so David Torres is the one that goes out sometimes singing and performing the song today, right? Still
Yeah, lip
today,
syncing. Lip syncing, yeah.
right? So okay, so I'm gonna back up. The reason why I even did this is
Hmm.
because I saw the video of him performing in Miramar,
Hmm.
and it caused my blood to boil.
Yeah.
I was very, 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 very upset because after a while, like Cardi B says, enough is enough.
Enough
Okay?
is enough, yeah. Yeah.
Enough is enough. You have had this ride for about 40 years
Hmm.
impersonating
Yep.
another person's gift and talent,
Hmm.
okay, that God gave them, okay?
Yeah.
So with you guys, there was no like contractual
Mm-mm.
disagreement. I don't know. So can he cease and desist, like send
Well,
those? Because I heard that he was doing that at one point.
well, what he did was he trademarked the name. He tried
What
several
name?
times, Nice and Wild.
Okay, okay.
And so, yeah, and he lied because, first of all, he didn't create the name. He was only a kid when all this was going on. You know, he didn't create the name. He didn't write the song. He claims he wrote the song, produced it, sang all the parts. And people
So that
actually
was
believe
all
him.
lies.
Yeah. And people actually believe him. It's like, okay, so he sings other songs on his gig, on his shows. You can't hear the difference in the voices. Like you can't hear the way he sounds on other stuff that he's done and Diamond Girl. And but people are nostalgic and they hear that song
They
and
just want to,
it's
they just love the
yeah, and
song.
the
And they
memories and
just want to hear
everything.
the song.
Mhm.
They're not
Yeah.
even really paying
Mhm.
attention. And that is how a lot of whack promoters, because
Yeah.
we have some
Oh,
great
we got
promoters
some
out
whack.
there, because I work with plenty of great promoters,
Yeah.
honest
Yeah.
dudes. Well, they're honest with me.
Yeah. Yeah.
We got
It's
some
good
great
stuff.
guys out
Yeah.
there that's been keeping this genre alive, that's been
Hmm.
keeping the music alive. I don't want to just harp on freestyle, because the promoters I work with, they do R&B, they do
Yeah.
hip hop. I've been blessed to really be able to decipher through, weed
Correct.
through the bad from the good, and I
Yeah.
only work with the
Yeah.
good, right?
Yeah.
So these promoters know,
Yeah. They
and
know.
they should know the difference. And it's sad that they hire people who,
They know it's not.
yeah,
Yeah.
they know,
And the thing is,
and
too,
it's robbing the fans. The fans, man, it's really taking advantage of the
it is.
fans, because the fans, they just love the music. They just
Hmm.
want to hear the music.
Yeah.
They just want to come out and have a great time and dance. They are not like paying
Yeah.
real attention. The ones that pay real attention are those diehard fans that
Yeah.
know their shit, that
Yeah.
know their artists, that know the music, that's been following us
Hmm.
forever and ever and ever, and they pay attention. But for the majority, they don't pay attention
Yeah.
like that,
Yeah.
and they just want to go and have a good time. And so the whack promoters, they're the ones that take
Take
advantage of
advantage of
that.
it.
They say, oh, it
Yeah.
doesn't matter, we're gonna,
Hmm.
because why? Because they don't respect the artist.
Freestyle
They
or
don't
talent.
respect the gift. They don't respect
Exactly.
the talent.
Mm-mm.
They don't they don't respect it. And
No,
guess what? I don't respect them.
I don't
There's promoters
either.
that I just will not work with.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
You can call me all the time, and I always ask Amanda, okay, who's doing this show? And
Yeah,
okay, no, I can't work with him.
yeah.
I can't.
And see, the
Because
thing is
I
this.
really truly believe like whoever you connect yourself with, you become a part of
Yeah,
that
you do.
mess.
Exactly. And that's my thing, you know. I mean, you always hear people like, well, you know, I love the song. I don't care who sang it and blah, blah, blah.
And you
And you
have
decided,
that, people are
what,
that way.
and you decided not to do it. But you know what? It's funny to me because if they went to their job and somebody was taking credit for their work and getting paid for the work that they've done, they'd have a problem with it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
don't throw that in, like, you know, Whitney Houston, God forbid, rest in peace. Whitney, can you imagine somebody saying, okay, I'm Whitney Houston now? I'm
No,
going out there. This, you know what I'm saying? Even the Phyllis Hyman, all these greats. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people haven't heard of Phyllis Hyman unless you're in the R&B soul like that.
exactly.
So now you
Was
got some
one of my
phony.
idols.
Yeah, I
Totally
love
one of my
her.
idols.
Love her. And then you have somebody claiming to be Phyllis Hyman. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah,
but the
yeah,
thing is, my issue is, and it's always been, you know, I'm a very loyal person, somebody loyal to a fault, you know, and there's certain people that I have worked with, and people have told me, listen, this person's reputation, this and that, you're gonna get caught up in it. And I'm
right.
like, no, but you know what? They're cool with me and blah blah blah. And then I start getting the negative
Yeah,
feedback just from being associated with this
exactly.
person.
And that's what I was just saying, that it's
Yeah.
very important for artists to, and I'm really kind of speaking to newer artists that's really trying to
Hmm.
get in, because it's a lot of older artists that's over 50, that's in their 50s, that's
Hmm.
making these really crazy decisions.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
see some of the things that they do, and I'm like, how old are you?
How
And
old
you
is
still doing
it?
that? So
Exactly.
I'm not really talking to them, because we're all at that age where we can decide on what to do for ourselves. We should have
Yeah,
learned
yeah,
something by now,
exactly.
because it's been almost 40 years. So I'm not really talking to that artist. I'm talking to the new ones. It's
Yeah,
very important who to connect yourself with,
yeah.
who to surround. You can't accept work. All work is not good work.
Not good work.
Because,
Exactly.
and some people say, oh no, but I'm gonna get that money. It's not always about the
That's
money. For me,
that's what people don't understand.
it's always about, for me,
Hmm.
respect.
Yep.
You don't respect me. If you don't respect me, I can't work with you.
Yeah.
If you're
And you
not
got
going
to
to treat
respect what
me,
we're doing,
if you're
the
not going to
project.
treat me like
Hmm.
royalty when I come into town, then I can't
Yeah,
work with you.
yeah,
I'm sorry.
yeah.
I have requirements. I have certain things that I require. And if
Standards.
you cannot fulfill that, then I'm not the artist for
Because you've
you.
done this long enough. You know, you paid your dues. And it's like, why, you know, I work with Eric, you know, Willis Ave Productions. Eric is, I
He's
love
a
Eric.
nice guy.
And the thing I love about Eric, though, you know, you know, I can be a bit of a softie and be passive with stuff. So, okay, well, you
Yeah,
know,
you are. You really
yeah,
are. Because I've been trying to get you to do stuff for years and
mm,
years and years. I've been like, come on, John, we
yeah,
need you out here. But you are like a very humble person. You don't like drama. You
at
don't
all.
like
I
to
can't.
get in the mix with stuff.
I can't.
You don't try to get involved like for clout, because you know why?
Yeah,
Because you're confident in who you are.
mm,
You know that God's got you, because he's had you all this time
yeah,
since you were 9 years taking care of
yeah.
your mom. You don't need to be out there trying to um,
Do
bully
dirt.
or
Yeah,
force yourself in that
exactly.
closet. You don't need to do
Yeah,
all of that. But I'm telling
yeah.
you, I really feel like when I saw that video of David performing, it did something to me.
Hmm.
And I was like, you know what, and I commented on the video to the point where they had to
Yeah,
take it down.
yeah,
They took it down
of course.
because I'm like, enough is enough. You clearly hear your voice
Yeah.
in the background
Hmm.
singing. I'm like, how low can you go? For me, if an artist does that and they did not record the original song and you are still out there impersonating, that's what
Yeah.
it is. Okay,
Yes,
I don't
that's
care how,
exactly what it
how
is.
you want to try
Yes,
to clean it
exactly.
up.
Hmm.
It's impersonation of somebody else's. You're an imposter.
Yeah,
You're an
yeah.
imposter.
You're
You did
fake,
not
and it's
record that song. That is not your gift. That is not your voice going out into the earth
yeah,
for the world to hear. You are
yeah.
riding on the back of somebody else's talent and
Talent.
gift.
Yeah,
If you have so much gift and so much talent and you believe so much in yourself, then why not? How about this? Just take off those vocals
and
and re-record the song and use your own
yeah,
gift, use your
Exactly.
talent. You can still do the song. People
Yeah.
people cover songs
All
all the time.
the time.
All
Yeah.
the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't have to pretend to be somebody else that you're not,
And
or
claim
use
that you
somebody
recorded
else's gift or
it.
talent that
Yeah.
God did not give you. If you're
Yeah.
confident and you are secure in yourself, go in the studio and record that song over.
Yeah.
Do Diamond Girl over, or do whatever
Yeah.
song it is that you're impersonating. Do that song over and make it your own. Stop riding
Yeah.
the back of somebody else. Now, I will say this. Sometimes there's contractual things that goes
Mhm.
on. People want to own the name of this person. Of the
Yeah, of
prime
course.
example, Giggles.
Oh
Okay,
God, yeah.
I won't go there.
Yeah,
Okay,
please go there. Please go
because
there.
that really upset me.
Yeah.
To me, that's really what started this whole thing with me. I saw that hurt my heart. Then I saw you.
Listen.
Then I saw David up there, performing your
Yeah.
song. I was
Mhm.
like, you know what?
Enough is
Enough is
enough.
enough. Time out. Somebody needs to speak out on it, because there's a lot of artists that will not speak on it because
Mm-mm.
why? Because they're afraid.
Yeah,
They're
they want to
afraid
get hired. They want to
of the
get booked.
sweat.
They
They're
want to get booked.
afraid of not getting booked. They're
Yeah.
afraid of ruffling feathers.
Hmm.
They're afraid of the slack that they'll get or whatever. Guess
Hmm.
what? I'm not afraid, because
I
I know
never.
I
Yeah.
know who provides for me. I know who my source
Exactly.
is,
Yeah.
and the
And
truth
that's the thing. I
sometimes will
want to
hurt.
commend you. I want to got to give you your flowers for this, because a lot of people that that are at your level and your status won't say anything. You know what I'm saying? And here you are. You don't have to do this. You can still be doing your
No,
Trinere
it's
thing,
it's it's
but
there
you,
is
because
some that
you
is,
understand and you feel it.
but John, there are some artists out there that are
Yeah, I know.
in the position
But
and are on this level,
yeah,
but they still would not speak out because they are
hmm,
afraid of not
I
getting
know.
paid,
That's
not
why I'm
getting
giving you your
money,
flowers.
not
Yeah,
getting work,
yeah,
whatever it is. They don't have enough faith and confidence in their talent. They don't
yeah,
have enough faith and confidence in God. I know who my source
yeah,
is. Okay.
yeah. That's that.
And
Then I felt the same way when I did the interview with DJ Sama and Stevie B. When I did that interview,
oh, I
I
didn't see
was,
that.
yeah, it was. Well, I didn't even know when it was pre-recorded, and so I didn't know when they were releasing it or whatever. I didn't. But I did find, and it was cool. It was really cool, and I appreciated that as well. Because Stevie B wanted to clear up that he's not the one that sang that song, because on YouTube they
Yeah, when
have
you pump
Stevie
it up,
B,
your
and that,
image
yeah,
pops up.
Yeah, and he's like, he wanted, especially in Brazil, he wanted them to know, I am not the singer of Diamond Girl. This is the singer of Diamond Girl. Like, he really
Right.
wanted to make sure people knew
Well,
that.
guess what? The proof is in the pudding, baby. Once you
Yeah.
get on stage and you do your thing and you start taking that shirt off and showing that six pack, and then you do that walk, you do that circle around. I don't know about I'm just a little biased, but Miami artists, we got that thing.
We got that thing. It's that Southern thing. It's that Southern Caribbean
Oh
thing. Because,
my God.
Miami's full of Caribbeans.
And we love to
It-
perform.
yeah.
We love to perform. When you're a natural and when you was born with it, you get out
Yeah.
there and you walk in your confidence, and you
Hmm.
always show that. You get out there, you take off that shirt, and it's like, okay, here we go.
Hmm.
And because you're always singing,
Always.
you exercise your gift. It
Yeah.
ain't nothing for you to get on stage and perform and sing, and it's undeniable. It is
Yeah.
proven to put it. You hear that voice, this is the singer. This is the original of Diamond Girl, one of the
Yeah.
biggest
Thank
hits.
you.
And I'm still kind of fired up. I'm fired up about it. I swear I am, because I feel like you've been robbed, but not really,
Yeah.
because you kind of gave it away.
Yeah.
You let
I did.
you step back because you had a bigger purpose and a bigger goal, which was to take care of
Hmm.
your mother.
Yeah.
And you knew that God was still going to provide. So you didn't bully your way in. You didn't try
Listen.
to push. You didn't try to throw no daggers at nobody. But now, 40 years later, here we are. And so what are you going to do?
Yeah. And see, your time is your time, when it's my time.
That's right.
Now, and so I'm doing my thing. I'm, trying to get more shows. Eric, being new in this as well, he's working on stuff. And, I've done
Okay.
shows since, you
So
know,
yeah, I want to ask you that. So you don't have, okay, you're not exclusive with anybody, right?
No, no, not. I don't have an agent or anything like that. No, you know. And when I do, and if I do get one, I'm hoping, and I want it to work out where Eric could be in it. I don't want anybody,
Yeah, Eric could
because a
be
lot of people
involved.
a
Yeah,
lot of times they try to work with you and don't want your manager involved because they try to.
yeah, no,
And
you
I'm
know
not.
what? I have been in the business. I haven't had a manager doing
Mm,
anything since um, early 90s.
yeah,
I have not had a
yeah,
manager.
yeah.
Everything that I do, I'm a
It's
one-woman show. I do everything myself, except for, of course,
good.
my DJ. Um,
Yeah,
he's a part of my team. I have dancers, but outside of that, when it comes to decision making
yeah.
and when it comes to bookings and whatever you see going on with flyers, with advertising, that's all me.
That's great.
The agent that I have, which I've been working with her since the 80s, and Amanda. Amanda
Yeah,
would be
yeah.
great for you. Eric could still
I
work
would love
with
that.
Eric could still work with you. But as far as booking you and receiving calls, if people want to book John
Yeah,
Minnis,
yeah.
call Amanda Tilk. The number's on my page. She's with Groove Entertainment. I've been with Amanda since the 80s. I was
Oh
one of her
God, yeah.
first artists. Um, I was her first, when she was an intern at Norby Walters, they gave me to her,
Oh,
and I was her first
really,
artist, right?
really.
So we've been together since the 80s. I was even out of the business for like 14 years.
Hmm.
And you know what? What if when I got out, because I was in ministry,
Yeah,
somebody else came along and said, you know
yeah.
what? I'm gonna pick that ball up and I'm gonna go out
Hmm.
here and because Trinere's not doing it anymore.
Yeah.
Jesus. So let me just pick that ball up and go out there and
Yeah.
pretend to be
Hmm.
Trinere. Now that's
Yeah,
wrong.
it's wrong. And a lot of times it's
That's
someone
wrong. And
else
that, let me
that.
tell you, I would have been pulling up at that club because we had to do that. Let me tell you, some people tried to do that in the 80s. And
Really?
you
You?
know the boys that I used to roll with, Pretty Tony
Oh,
and those guys
listen.
out of my, they did not play that. They used to
You
roll
didn't have to
up.
pull up. Just listen. Y'all handle that. That's all you had to do.
They used to roll right on up
It's
at that club. Okay,
crazy
who was in here performing as
that-
Trinere? That's not gonna fly. So that's what, some of these artists, they're out here doing that now.
Yeah,
And I think it's wrong.
yeah,
I don't care. I know that there's certain contracts that people sign away their life, they sign away
yeah.
their
When they're
name,
young,
and
and
they're
and that's
into
another thing. When a young person, like, go back to Giggles. When she went through, I don't know the exact situation with her and the guy. I'm not going to
yeah,
mention
that's
his
what I was
name.
saying. I don't really
Yeah,
know the whole contractual
yeah. But
deal with
supposedly
that
that's what
whole thing.
happened. He convinced her to sign her life away, but she was young. She was a teenager, and the fact that that flies. You a teenager should have a parent, somebody that knows
Yeah,
before they sign a contract. An
yeah.
adult,
But a lot of
a
times
child
parents
don't
don't
know.
understand the whole
Yeah,
thing, but
and it's like,
that is a
but
very, very sad situation. And I don't know everything that went on with the whole Giggles thing, with the contracts and all that kind of stuff. But at some point, it's got to be like, okay. And I know she was probably afraid, intimidated,
well, no, she
because
tried.
everybody's not
Yeah,
strong.
yeah,
Everybody
she
doesn't
tried.
have that strong spirit. They
Spirit,
don't
yeah,
have
that
that fighter
fighting spirit.
spirit
Yeah,
like
yeah,
me and you.
it was
Like
exhausting.
I'll
Yeah,
be ready to fight.
yeah, me.
Okay. Because
If I'm
if it's my
passionate about
name,
something for
it's my
real,
talent,
if I'm
I'm gonna
passionate
fight
about it,
for it.
I'm
You're not gonna do
yeah,
that to me.
yeah,
And
yeah,
so everybody's not like that. And that's the
mm-mm,
sad part about it.
yeah.
I don't feel like she really had it in her because she had other things going on.
You
People got
get
other things
health
going on in
issues
their
and
life.
stuff.
They don't want
Yeah,
to be a part of the whole, because a lot of
you
times
don't.
getting in this music business, it comes with a whole lot of junk and baggage and garbage. And you got to
Mhm.
have the fortitude, you got to be strong to be able to deal with
And the
promoters, to deal
tolerance,
with the
the
good and the bad,
patience.
to deal with
Yeah,
the artists that's coming at you, the artists that don't really love you and support you, but they pretend to be. You got to deal with
all
all
the
that kind of
patience. Yeah,
stuff. And I'm sure that she probably was not in that mindset. And that's the sad part to me. And if it were me, because if that was me in that position, I don't know if I would still, after she passed away,
Still want to go out there
I
and
don't
do
know
this.
if I would have been able to
Be,
do that. The respect in me and the integrity in me would have said, you know what?
okay, I gotta stop.
I gotta, I can't, I don't feel right doing it no more. If you want to sue me, sue me.
Yeah, because let me
But
tell you, at the end of
the
the day,
God in
karma.
me and the integrity in me
Mm-hmm.
and the self-respect in
Yeah,
me will say, I just can't do that
yeah,
anymore. I'm done.
yeah, yeah,
Especially if you're talented and you got your own voice, sing
yeah.
with your own
Use
voice, record your own
it.
stuff.
Yeah.
Stop riding off the back of
So,
other artists. You know you
yeah.
didn't do that
Because
song. You know you
all
didn't
this,
write that song. You know you
all
are
it's
not
saying
the
is that you're
artist. Come on
insecure
now.
about your own. You're insecure about your own talent. That's what that is. You know, when I won Star Search, and when I won the Star Search, I won Star Search a year before Billy Porter. Thank God, because Billy Porter is ridiculous vocalist. After I won Star Search,
Oh, I love Billy
I went,
Porter.
oh yeah, he's amazing. Once I won that, and I went back home, I went back to my doing my own thing and doing my, because Star Search is another situation where I said no to the right person, but at the wrong time, you
Yeah.
know. And that was another situation for me where I learned a lot in this business, and Star Search showed me exactly how ugly things can be, you know. If you don't say yes to certain
Yeah.
people, you
Yeah.
get, you know.
Yeah.
Because when I was on Star Search, labels were calling. When I was winning, labels were calling. When I tell you they were calling,
I
and
believed
then
it.
I said, when I said no to a person of power in there, because they wanted me to go to dinner with them, and I'm like, I'm not going to dinner with you. And I met your wife and your child, and you
Yeah.
wanted me to go to, and this was right before the semifinals.
Yeah.
Sends his assistant to my room.
Yeah.
He wants me to go to dinner with him. I'm like, no, because if I win this thing, then it's going to be because I slept with so and so, and I did this with so
Yeah.
and so. Even if I
Yeah.
just you know,
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I'm not. I can't. I call my mom, and she's like, you know what that's about? I'm like, yeah, I know what it's about. You know, and she
Mm-hmm.
said, you better not. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it was one of those things. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, I won. When I won, he
You
didn't
want
hear from anybody.
fair and square.
Not fair and square without having to do anything. That's when the talent shows were about the artists and not the judges and the whole backstory and everything. It was
Mm-hmm.
about the talent. And I was like, no, that's okay. I'm not feeling that. And I didn't get a call from anybody.
Mm-hmm.
It was crazy. Even radio was like, you know, you remember Frank Walsh?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, Frank Walsh was another one. And it was crazy for me because I had just recorded Swept Away. And he what was the girl's name? She did Jealous Fellas. I think that's it.
Oh yeah.
And
Um,
yeah,
Jealous fellas. Um,
yeah.
um,
And,
oh my
Jealous
God.
Fellas.
Come on,
Was it
Ricky. What's
Debbie?
the name? They're right
Was
there
it?
from Miami.
I know, right? Was it Debbie? No, not Debbie.
No, no, no.
I forgot the
Kira is
name.
it's with a T. Oh my God. She's
Oh,
always,
because she had hazel eyes. She had light hazel eyes. She had brown.
yeah.
I can't
Somebody
think
will
of her
send
name.
us. Somebody will
Yeah.
tell us what her name is.
Well, you know, they
Tia,
were
wasn't her name
dating it.
Tia? Was it Dimples T? No, not Dimples.
No.
No,
What?
she was with somebody else is saying Dimples
I
T.
think
Dimples
it's
T?
Dimples. I can't remember.
No. Oh no. I'm thinking of we like the
Oh,
cars that go
you
boom.
talk, yeah,
Not them.
the
So
trend,
Jealous Fellas, I
the
guess
trend,
it's
that's the
somebody
trend.
named Dimples.
Yeah. Well, that was another situation where he thought I was, you know, doing his girl. That was his girl, I guess. And, you know, he thought I was, because she gave him the impression that we were. And I mean, I'm talking on the phone with him trying to convince him that it's not like I'm not doing her, we're not bugging. You know what I'm saying? And it really took that. It's like I think he knew that it really wasn't happening,
Yeah,
but that sent me into a freaking spiral. I was like, I started getting angry
yeah,
to the point to where I wanted to do
yeah,
something. And when that happened, when I got to that point to where I really was going to call my uncles and have them
yeah.
get on, I said, okay, that's it. You know, enough is it. I've gotten too many, you know,
Bad vibes.
signs.
Bad
This is not.
vibes.
This is for me at this time. It's not. It's not my thing. I can't. You know. And then I had brain surgery in 2006. I had gone through a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So me going through all that stuff, I learned, and especially after having brain surgery, you have to have your stress level. You can't get stressed out. You know, because you can
Yeah.
have seizures. You know, and I've had seizures, so I have to make sure that I'm cool and calm. And when people try to upset me, either I say a few words and walk away, or I just ignore them. You know,
Yeah.
because I don't want to get to that level. So I've learned a lot and appreciate a lot, and I have great, amazing friends,
Yeah,
people
you
that,
do. I know. I see your friends. I see you
yeah,
out working all the time. You're
yeah,
working the events, working the
mhm,
clubs. Everybody knows you in Miami. Everybody respects John in
yeah,
Miami because you just work so hard. You have not stopped because it's just in you. That's what
it's
you
in
were
me.
born to
Yeah,
do. And when you were
yeah,
born to do, nobody can ride your coattail. They cannot
mm,
take the gift away from you. Don't feel
no,
sorry for John because he is working,
no, I'm
honey. And at least
working.
he's working with his own gift, with his own
Yeah,
talent. He has
yeah,
enough respect for himself to walk away. And
mhm.
sometimes you got to do that. You got to walk away from things that don't really serve,
And
that
yeah,
don't
you have to walk away
mean you any
and think
good.
clearly. Yeah, you got to walk away from situations sometimes and process and think about, you know, your next move or what
Yeah.
went wrong in that situation and what would you do different, you know?
And
And how,
it's not always about the money. And a lot
no,
of people,
people don't
they
understand
get
that.
it so twisted. They will accept jobs and do
Hmm.
this job, do that job, and know that it is lowering their value,
It's
but
called selling your soul.
they just
That's
want to
it called selling your
work.
soul.
They just
Yeah.
want to be impressing, and they
Yeah.
know that it's not really serving them
No.
on the inside. And
Yeah.
it's not
It's
good for
called
their
selling your
business.
soul.
Everything is
I
not good for
yeah.
you to do, especially if it's not. I mean, I don't know. I'm
Especially if
just
it's
not with fake
wrong.
stuff no
If
more.
it's yeah, yeah. If it's you know, my thing is this is like singing has been my everything, even through when I was a kid and dealing with situations and stuff and my mom or whatever. That I get to work and it's a different story for me. You know, I don't I've been offered to sing back up for certain artists and stuff like that. And I'm like, no, that's not what I want to do
Right.
because that doesn't help me. You know, my thing is I need to perform. I need to be able to release this
Yeah,
energy and
you
this
have
stress.
you have a lot of energy, man. When I see you perform, when we did that show together in
Oh,
Miramar, a few years
first of all,
back,
I understand. Well, how did we end up wearing the same color? We were
I
like
know
matching from
we
head to
had
toe.
on we had the whole
Black and
Western cowboy
uh,
theme together.
and
It
the
was,
black and silver and the yeah. I was like,
and that
nice.
was not planned.
No,
That wasn't
not at
planned.
all. That was so cool though.
So
But
I don't really watch artists a whole lot,
yeah,
perform. Usually I'm there, I get there, I do my thing and I'm out, right?
yeah, yeah.
But I had to watch you. I'm like, I got to watch my friend kill this because the energy that comes out of you is amazing. The way you perform, the energy, and then when you hear that voice and you sing like um, it's something you do. What is that? You go, you're my diamond girl. I need to hear you.
Oh yeah.
When you do that, I'm
I
like,
need to hear ya.
yes, you're my, yeah. I'm like, I get so excited. I'm like, because
Thank you.
that's just that's that real talent. That's
Yeah,
that
but see,
real
that's the thing
talent,
though.
man. You cannot beat the real thing. I'm sorry.
No, no.
The fakes got to take a seat. The
Yeah,
fakes got
they
to
have
take a
to.
seat, and the real needs to come forth. It's
Yeah,
time for the real deal to get put on, to get their flowers, to get,
yeah.
it's time, John. You need to come
Well,
on
you know,
out.
Cat Williams said 2024 is the time of what? The truth. The truth
Yeah,
is
yeah. And you
coming
know
out.
what? The truth sometimes hurt because I know
Yo, yeah.
that this video is going to get shared. People are going to take it the wrong way. People are going to get offended. People are going to be upset. I don't care. I
You know,
really don't.
I don't give a
I'm
truth.
not trying. I'm not trying to hurt nobody. But sometimes truth
You
hurts,
speak the truth.
and
Yeah.
sometimes the truth should cause
Hmm.
you to look within and
Yeah.
and be enlightened and say, you know
Yeah.
what, convict you if you're
Yeah.
doing something wrong, if you're doing something that could be really offending another artist,
Hmm.
you know, get it right.
Yeah.
It's never too late to get things
Yeah.
right and to rethink the way you do things, rethink the way you perform, rethink some of the decisions that you
Yeah.
make. It's never ever too late. And sometimes people get upset because maybe the words are too harsh. Like maybe my words are too
But we
harsh.
don't
Maybe
talk
I
like
don't.
that.
But
We don't
sometimes we
talk
need
like,
it.
yeah, you
Sometimes,
need tough. It's called tough love. You know,
sometimes
and the
we
thing,
need it. Sometimes the truth need to be spoken because people are throwing, you know, putting stuff under the rug way too
hmm
many times. And the true artists, they're getting hurt. And if the
and
true artist, some people say, well, she doesn't want to perform anymore.
it doesn't
She's
matter.
not
It
in the
doesn't matter.
contract. She doesn't
It
care. She's
doesn't
old.
matter.
She's not
It's
thinking
still
about it
not,
anymore.
it's still not right. If I
But
wanted
what?
to not sing for another 20 years, nobody should go out there pretending to be me.
Exactly.
Period. That's just that's just how it is. I don't care what it like when you have the Temptations revived or whatever, and they have new singers. Those new singers are not out there lip syncing to the original singer's voice. They sing live with their own voices. You know what I'm saying? And it's like it doesn't matter if an artist decides, okay, you know what, I want to sit on my A now and just have a normal life.
Right.
Nobody should be out there trying to make money off of their work. Period. Get your
Exactly.
own shit. But the
Exactly.
thing is, a lot of people don't like the idea that they've been fooled for
Right.
so many years, and they don't want to accept that. Oh my God, all these years I thought it was him.
Right.
Because you see that a lot on the responses. A lot of them like, oh my God, I can't believe all this time. You know, just even other artists when I've done other shows, and they hear me sing this song, they're like, oh my God, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I get that response like, are you kidding me? You really that motherfucker didn't sing that song, and I'm like, no, he didn't sing it. You know, and that's the thing. And so I could care less about what David does with his life. That's his life. If David wanted to re-record Diamond Girl and sing it with his, as long as he's
With
not
his
saying that
voice.
he's yeah, as long as he's not saying he is the original singer, that's him. Go out there and do your thing, brother. Go ahead
That's
and do your
right.
thing.
It's because it really, you know, I know it's tough, it hurts, but it's really just impersonation.
That's all it
You're
is. I
impersonating
mean,
someone else, especially if their vocals is on the track. Re-record
yeah,
it.
yeah,
Just do it over.
yeah.
Re-record it if you bad,
If you
if you
bad,
tough,
yeah,
if you're talented, record it over. Have
yeah,
some respect
yeah.
for yourself. Have some
Fantastic.
dignity for yourself. And these it's like karaoke, but actually no, it's not karaoke. You know why?
No,
Because even when you go and do karaoke,
Carrie,
you got
you're singing
instrumental.
live, and you're singing live. Yeah. I mean, look what happened to Milli Vanilli, and that's just that's a tragic thing for me. You know, the Milli Vanilli thing. We've all made fun of it and whatever, but those guys were pushed into this thing. You know, they were under contract, and
Yeah.
they were told the people behind the scenes knew what they were doing,
And one of the
and then
guys committed
yeah, he
suicide over it.
committed suicide. And then when everything when shit hit the fan, they took the brunt of everything. Those two guys took everything. You know what I'm saying? All the harshness, and nobody
All of the
thought to
hate.
say, what about the people that produced the damn songs? What about the people that put them out there? You know, what about the people that did this to them? You know, because you get young kids, they love the lights and the being famous and being in front of a camera. They love that. You know, and everybody's telling them, yes, yes, you're great, you're beautiful, this and that. It's like a drug, you know. And
Mhm.
then when the shit hit the fan, they're out there by themselves. You
And
know.
I see, you know, it's been a long time. It's been bothering me for a long time, for years and years and years. But I haven't said anything because, you know, I
Mhm.
feel like it's the right time and moment and place to speak
Yeah.
out, and the right
Hmm.
season
Yeah.
to speak out on some things. And now, you know what?
This is it.
It really kind of started with me really boiling, and when I started feeling like it's time to say something,
Yeah.
is when the artist Maria
Yeah.
from passed away. Okay, I didn't know her personally, but
Yeah.
a lot of times you have to put yourself
In
in
that
people's
position.
positions,
Yeah.
and I
Hmm.
put myself in that position,
Can you
and I
imagine?
was
Yeah.
like, that would hurt me. That
Hmm.
would absolutely
Yeah.
hurt me, because when you have a gift, when you're an artist, a true artist
Yeah.
with a true gift, we're different.
Yeah,
It's a different thing.
we
We deal
are.
with different emotions.
We
We
are.
deal with different stresses. We deal with different type of
Everything.
hurts. It's
What
just
did
a different thing.
Erica Badu said it. She said, I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit. And
Yes.
that is so, and people don't
Yeah.
understand that. You know, I mean, we're talking whether you're a singer, dancer, artist, you know, a musician, or whatever. You know, we are different when it comes to that kind of stuff. We're very, because we're constantly criticized,
And
be it
looked
good or
at,
bad, and looked at
constantly
and
criticized,
constantly.
looked at,
Yeah.
hated on,
Yeah.
judged.
I mean, you go
But
to
on
work, you have
on
a
the
bad
flip
day.
side, we do
Yeah.
have people
People
that really
that,
love us
yeah,
too.
yeah.
Okay, they
I
really,
mean,
really
listen,
do support us.
and it's,
I've had that experience. Great
yeah,
people that love and support. And why do they love you and support you? Because they love and support that that thing that you give them, that
yeah.
talent that you give them. You make
Mm-hmm.
them feel loved. You
That
make
feel
them feel
good
special.
thing. Yeah,
Because before I perform, I'm always praying. Like, God, let me touch
yeah,
somebody. Let them
yeah,
feel
yeah.
what let me give them something.
Mm-hmm.
I want to leave something on the stage. I want to make them feel
Yeah,
happy, joyful.
yeah.
And, thank you.
Because
I have a
that's
prayer
our
that I pray.
job.
We have that. We have people that
Yeah,
support, but then there's also another side to it that artists feel because everybody can't sing. It's a
yeah,
gift.
yeah,
It's a different
yeah.
thing. And it comes with
Mm-hmm.
different emotions.
Yeah,
And
it does.
I felt I put myself in her position.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, God, don't ever let that happen to me. And that is
No,
the worst feeling
yeah.
to hear your music
And see someone.
and not be able to do nothing about it,
Mm-hmm.
not be able to perform, not be able
Yeah.
to get out there and release what you've been given to release out into the
And
world. That is
that's where I'm glad.
heartbreaking.
That's where I'm glad I didn't sign a contract. You know, because and it's the same thing. You sign to a
Yeah, you
label. If they
didn't
want
sign
to
a
shelter you, they can
contract,
shelter you.
but you
Yeah,
didn't
they can
sign a
shelter you.
contract, but still look what happened.
Yeah,
Somebody
but
else is
still,
still
I'm
riding
able
on
to perform.
your gift.
Yeah, but I'm still
Somebody
able
else
to perform.
still
Yeah,
capitalized and still benefited
exactly.
from
But the
your
thing, the
gift.
difference is, I can fight it. You know what I'm saying? I can go out and do my shows. I don't have anybody holding a piece of paper saying, "Look,
Yes,
you
I
signed
get
it.
that.
You're not
Yeah,
allowed to do that."
I
You
agree.
know, and that's what I'm saying. It's like if he wants to have a sing off, and okay, let's prove he
Okay,
sang the
now,
song. We
I,
could do that. You know
look,
what I'm
I'm
saying?
always saying that. Listen,
Exactly. It's like I
talent
don't have to.
accepted. What you
You
what
know
you
what I'm
want to
saying?
tell? Let's go
Exactly.
for it, baby.
Let's go for it. You know, but I'm glad I didn't sign anything that stops me from doing that. You know, and if I have to, you know, I'm going to do
Okay,
my show.
so that's the question I want to ask. Okay, so say if Amanda got you some gigs, right?
Hmm.
Promoter call you,
Hmm.
um, some of the best promoters,
Hmm.
because I swear I need you on these shows.
I get
I need you working.
you.
The world needs you. These fans need you because that song is
That's
incredible.
not. Yeah.
And we
Thank you.
need we need to hear the voice of Diamond Girl. So if you can go under John Minnis, or how does that work? How would you have
Well,
to do this?
I can go under John Minnis, the original voice of Diamond
Right,
Girl.
right,
I think I can go under formerly of Nice and Wild,
right.
but I'm not supposed to mention name at all. I could care less. But it's either
Yeah,
that
because
or
once they hear the song
yeah,
and once they hear,
yeah, then
because
yeah,
you're the real deal.
yeah.
And I used to get on you. I got on you a few years back. I'm like, John, but you don't advertise yourself.
I know
Come on,
you
please.
did.
How do people get it? How will people even get in touch with you? I
Yeah,
need you on this show. And I promise,
you know,
look, I am reignited again. I am fired up
we,
again.
you know
And
what?
I promise you, I am gonna do everything I can to
Please, thank
spread the
you.
word
Yeah,
to people I know because I know your heart. Okay, because
thank
I've done
you.
this, I've done that for a lot of people,
Mhm.
um, spoken up for them, gotten them shows out here, and they don't even say you. I ain't even gonna
Really?
go there, but I know your heart, and I know how
Yeah,
you are, and we are very like spirits. And I'm telling you, we got to get this thing going because you are the bomb.
I'm
And
ready.
people
I'm
want
ready.
to hear, they want to hear the real talent. They don't
Yeah,
know, people take
they
advantage.
know.
It's going to always be people that take advantage. It's going to always be people
Always, always.
that's not real. It's going to
Yeah.
always be people. You're going to always have good and bad. You're going to always have evil,
Hmm.
and it's just the way of the world.
Yeah.
It's just this life,
Yeah.
but I'm praying that the good will rise up to the top. Those that deserve their flowers, that deserve to be on the
Yeah.
forefront, that deserve to stand on their own talent and name. I'm praying for those. I'm
Yeah.
praying that they will rise
Yeah.
up to the top, baby, because it's time.
Yeah.
It's time
It is.
because
It's enough.
the genre,
It's
people
enough.
talk about
Just
the
tell
genre,
you.
they say all these bad things about the genre, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
I don't experience that here. It's all about who you connect with. It's all
Yep.
about who you talk to, who you associate with.
Yeah.
I don't experience that type of hate. I don't
Mhm.
experience that bad, negative stuff when it comes
Yeah.
to, I deal with good people. I have
Yeah.
good promoters.
Yeah.
It's some good
We
promoters.
go.
We have great fans. We
Yeah.
have great fans.
Yeah,
And I
we do.
want you to be, I
And that's
swear,
the
I want you
thing.
to be a part of this.
Listen, my biggest compliment ever in my life, is when I did a show in Renaissance in Miami,
Yeah, I
and this
love
couple.
Renaissance. I
Yeah, you
love
remember Naomi was there
Jimmy,
one night. Yeah, yeah. You remember I saw you and Naomi there? That's
Niobe.
another one.
Niobe,
Naomi.
another great. Oh
That
my God,
that
that's my
woman
girl.
there, man. Let me tell you, I pray for her to get back on
Yes,
the. She's
yes,
just,
yes.
and she's so
He's
sweet,
amazing.
man. But I did a show there, and this couple came up to me, and it was the most emotional thing for me. This woman says to me, she said, "You don't remember, but 21 years ago, you sang Diamond Girl. I was pregnant,
Oh,
and you was singing Diamond Girl to my baby in my stomach." She and her husband were there,
oh
and
my God.
I'm like, "Oh my, that's the only time I've ever done it." And I did remember that. I remembered that. She showed me, she pulled it, she said, because my daughter doesn't believe it. She doesn't believe it. So she video chatted, she called her dear
Oh
daughter on
my
video
God.
chat. And I had to confirm to her daughter, yeah, I did. Her daughter was gorgeous. Beautiful couple. I have a video of it too. I gotta find it. But that took me out right there. The woman was so emotional, she was crying. And you don't know how much this song, what it's done for me, and blah, blah, blah. And you hear those things, and it's like, you realize what you do is extremely important, and it doesn't have to be,
Mhm.
even if it touched one person, you know what I'm saying?
That's
And
right.
they're still together. The couple is still together. And so that right there was my moment for me to. And then of course I met Zeke that night,
Yeah, yeah.
and I was like,
Hold on.
I got to get back into
You
this.
do have to get back into it. Wait 1 minute. I got to plug because my phone is about to die. I don't want it to die.
Okay.
So hold on.
Okay.
And maybe you can answer some questions. Maybe somebody has a question for you popping up.
Yeah.
Can you see the comments?
Yeah.
So give me 1 second. I just got to get my charger, y'all.
Okay. Yeah, y'all
So
got
hopefully
questions for
that's
Polilo me?
somebody's question.
Yeah, y'all got questions for Polilo me? Ricky, man, thank you very much. Tellier. Is it Tellier or Tellier? You got to tell me how to pronounce your name. Yeah, I'm trying to see the comments and stuff. So, yeah, Miami. Hey, Jesse, B Music.
Okay, I'm coming back.
I know, right, Gregory? She is. She's very real.
Okay, I'm back. So I had a
Okay.
problem finding because I just came back from Los Angeles. I drove in today,
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you
and
did say you.
so I had to try to find where I had my charger. So it was in one of my. Okay, gosh, I got to bring this over here closer. There we go. I'm
There
back
you
on.
go. That
Let's
works.
let's see if we can look at some of the
Comment.
what happened with reunited with Remy and Reggie. Did Rem go all control? Okay, we already talked about that. You missed it. You got to rewind it.
Oh no, no, he's done. We were supposed to do it again
Oh,
recently. Yeah, we were
with
supposed to
who?
do it again recently. Remy and Reggie.
Oh, I love them. I
Yeah,
love Reggie. Yeah,
yeah.
that would. I really think
Yeah,
that would be an awesome.
yeah, you remember you were talking about you guys should do it. You guys should do it. Well, we tried,
Yeah.
and it's just Reggie and were on the same page, Remy wasn't. I'll just leave it at
So how
that.
is Reggie doing now?
Reggie's
Is he doing
doing
good?
great. He's married and lost all
Yeah,
his
he has
weight.
a
His health
beautiful
is
wife.
great.
I remember meeting his wife.
Listen, Caitlin is beautiful and talented. They're both very talented. So they do videography and everything, and they produce. And yeah, they're really good. They're really,
I
really
would
good.
love to see that you guys get together.
Yeah,
I don't know if I have any
we
more
tried.
questions. Do any of you guys? Because I think we covered a lot, John.
We covered a lot. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me tell you,
We
Donna
covered
Allen
a lot.
always talk. I told you, Donna Allen always talked you up. She's always telling you, and I'm like, oh, I love Trinere. She would always saying that you got to meet her, you got to meet her, you got to meet her.
Yeah,
And so when it happened, it was like, Donna, you were right. You know,
yeah.
she
I
just
love Donna. Me and Donna used to
Donna,
talk.
man.
Me and Donna used to talk all the
Yeah,
time. Donna Allen.
I was
Yes.
I was the lead guy in her very first video.
Oh
Talk about
wow.
serious. That was my first video thing,
Yeah, me
and ever since
Donna
then
used
we're
to
like
talk all the
this.
time, and we used to laugh about a lot of the things that would happen in the old days. She would tell me
Yeah,
about how she would see me in a certain outfit, and she was like, "Oh, I got to go get that outfit," and then she would show me the video that she performed in that same. But her energy is,
ridiculous,
mm,
ridiculous. When I
I
first saw
can't
Donna
even
Allen,
try to compete with that. Donna
listen,
Allen's.
no, but
I
no,
don't
because you
know what
both are
I don't
very
know what it is.
different. You
It's
got your
something
different.
about
She's like Tina Turner
everything.
and Shaka Khan and that she's all that enrolled into one.
Hmm.
When I first
She
saw her
really
perform,
is.
my mouth was open like, oh my God,
No,
I could
she's
not.
amazing.
She's
She
done.
is totally amazing. I don't know what it is. It's something about us Miami artists, though. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
we got
It's
some
that
we got
that
some
whole.
great artists that have come out of that don't get their flowers either.
Yeah, yeah,
And really that's what this whole thing was about. You know, people would try to make this conversation to be something that it wasn't, but
yeah,
my intention was to really um showcase you and to uplift you and to make sure people knew the
yeah,
truth that
yeah.
this is the man with the authentic voice. He's a great guy. He's a humble guy. He doesn't try to force his way on
Mm-mm.
anybody. He ain't
Nope.
trying to get in for
Mm-mm.
clout,
By any
not even
means,
for
yeah,
money, for
yeah.
nothing. You never see him on social media trying to do nothing.
That-
And I'm like, well,
ridiculous.
he's not going to be on here, but
I,
I'm on here, but I'm
I,
going to try because we need, because we're doing some great things. You know, there's
yeah,
some great promoters that's putting on some great shows, John,
yeah,
and
and I don't know them, and
and
that's.
it's time. I need
I'm ready.
you. We
I'm ready.
need you out here
Thank
performing.
you.
We just do. We need the real talent. You know,
Thank you.
it's enough of the fake and the phony stuff. We need to see the real deal.
Yeah.
And you are the real deal. You are absolutely fit. Now let's
Thank
talk.
you.
We didn't talk about that.
Yeah, let's talk
Let's
about the
talk about
fit.
that body, that six pack. Okay.
Listen,
John is almost 60 years old and his body is more fit
uh,
than
some
y'all
20
best friend.
something goes. Yeah, it's,
He
yeah.
got a six pack, y'all. Don't let me make him take, because you know, I used to always tell John, you need to put on some clothes.
I know she, I know you. I'm like, it's hot up on that stage, right? But I
I'm
walk
always
around
telling him,
half naked all
people,
the time.
please put on some clothes. You always showing that stomach, man. And he cannot keep his clothes on. He will get naked for you on stage,
Quick,
honey. He will
quick.
start performing and then he do this little walk around and he start taking that shirt off like, oh, I need to hear you. Then he start doing that. Diamond
You're so
girl.
funny. I know, right? You gotta see. That's the thing. And I be telling people, I like, women like eye candy too. Because you always see the women on stage. They be sexy, and
Uh-oh,
they got,
look. Rigo,
So men be looking.
Rigo says, I'm tired of hearing about John's body from my wife. Honey, his body is so fit. I think he even got bigger. I
Yeah, I
think he
did.
is
I got a
bigger.
little bigger. Yeah, I did get a little bigger. I not on purpose though, but I just when I'm stressing or feeling, I go to the gym a lot more. Like that's my outlet too. So I'll
Yeah.
go to the gym a lot more. The thing is about working out was for me, because I grew up basically in the hospitals all the time with my mom, and doctors always told me, make sure you exercise, make sure you exercise. Doctors always told me that.
And why?
So when I started, yeah,
Why
just
would
to
they?
stay healthy and better.
Why would they tell you that?
My mom was diabetic, high blood pressure, and all that stuff, and so they would tell me that make sure I keep exercising, stay healthy, stay fit. And I did. I started going to the gym, and I used to walk like an hour, almost over an hour to the gym
Yeah.
when I was younger, just to get my workout in. And I used to go like if family members come over or nurse was there, then I would leave, that kind of stuff. So it became my
Your
outlet type thing.
outlet.
Yeah,
It is
I mean.
working out is very healing. I went through a really tough situation back in 2017, and I've always been into my health and eating right and
Mhm,
stuff like that. But 2017, I really turned it up a notch, and I used to be running on the beach a lot, and
mhm,
I lived literally a block off the beach, and I would be sunrise and sunset on the beach running. People
mhm.
saw that in Long Beach, always running, always working out, and I turned it up because I was going through a
Yeah,
really dark
yeah,
stage, trying to
yeah,
heal. And running
mhm,
it was like running meditation.
yeah,
And I would jog, and that's how I started learning and loving jogging. And so now I'm a
yeah.
jogger. I can run 5 miles straight, not a problem.
That's
And
good.
is working out really
It's therapeutic.
releases the endorphins, right, in
Yeah,
the
it does.
brain,
It
and
does.
it helps you
Mhm,
mentally.
mhm.
If
Yeah,
anybody is going through anything, you stressed out, pump some weight, go running,
yeah. I'm
right?
telling you, do that instead of wanting to beat somebody, and break somebody's windows. Just go to the gym. Because the thing is like when I ended up going to personal training school is when I had lost my voice. I didn't realize I had allergies and I couldn't even talk. That's how bad it was, and I couldn't sing. So I'm like, okay, I need to do something else. And this went on. I didn't go to a doctor. I didn't go get checked out. I went to personal training school, so I learned the right way to work out, and I learned the way to keep your clients
Right.
because there are two ways.
Yeah.
And for a personal trainer that want their clients to keep coming back and coming back, you teach them this one way. If you want to get your clients to go on their own and learn the proper way, then you teach them this. And I still, to this day, because I was in my 30s when I went to personal training school, and I
Yeah.
still do the same workouts I learned then, I still learn. Because we accept that, okay, we're older, our metabolism is slowed down, and you accept it. But then I don't eat, I don't eat right. I'm just starting to eat more
Yeah.
healthy.
Yeah. No.
But I don't drink, so it's like it's like okay, junk food or drinking, one or
Well,
the other.
I do.
But you eat right, don't you? But you eat right, don't you?
Yes,
You
I
eat
eat right. I work out very
exactly.
hard. I work
Yeah,
out in weights, and
yeah,
recently I really turned it up too because I was going through, and a lot of women can relate, going through like the hormonal. I had this hormonal belly going on,
yeah,
and I was like, oh no. I saw myself at the Greek theater. I saw the videos, and everybody loves the videos. They're like, oh, but you were beautiful. You're this, you're
yeah.
that. But we have to look at ourselves for
You gotta
ourselves.
feel,
We
yeah,
got to
and how
embrace
you
our own
feel.
selves. And I
Hmm.
knew that waistline was not me. And
Yeah,
I had to put on undergarments, and I had this waist thing under me, and
yeah,
that takes away from my breath because I
yeah.
do
The
perform.
freedom.
I dance, I
Uh-huh,
sing, and I
uh-huh.
have to hit my notes, and I want to be my best.
Yeah,
And I felt, even though people judging my shows, they felt like it was the best and it was a 10.
yeah,
Okay, I felt good about the show too, the Greek theater. I thought I did amazing.
yeah,
But you still have to look at yourself and say, okay, what can I do better? I'm always
yeah.
looking to say, what can I do better? What can I fix
Exactly.
better? Okay. That waistline, I'm tired of wearing a waist snipper. I'm tired
Yeah,
because I'm going to wear the right garments under my clothes. I'm not going to be on
exactly.
stage showing cellulite and a whole bunch of
Yeah,
stuff that should not
yeah.
be seen on stage. I'm not that girl. I'm just not. I'm
Exactly.
gonna make sure
And
my
you don't
clothes
have to
is
be that.
I'm gonna make
Yeah,
sure my clothes right. I'm
yeah.
gonna make sure I'm not showing more than I need to show
Hmm.
because I need to sing and I need to really perform. So I looked at myself. I said, you know what? Something's going on with my hormones because everything I'm practically vegan. I work out and nothing is working, and I just
Yeah.
kept trying and I just kept going and I just went hard. In the last 6 months, I said, I'm gonna start juicing again. I'm gonna, juice my own things and really get back to, being a serious plant-based on your diet
Mhm.
or whatever, and working hard with the weights. The weights, like really doing heavy weights and running, and I just had to really buckle down and really focus.
You said the key word, heavyweights.
Yeah.
And people don't realize, especially women. Women think if they do heavyweights, they're gonna get bulky and big, but they're not, because you don't have the testosterone to get that way unless you're taking stuff.
Hmm.
But women don't realize that they should be using heavier weights more than men, especially if you want to tone up your stomach. Like when I do my abs, my lower back, I do the heaviest weight,
Yeah.
because this is your core, and this is what's, I don't want to have lower back issues,
Right.
and if you don't strengthen your lower back, you can have the tightest abs, you can still have lower back problems because the muscles are pulling against your lower back. If you have a big gut, a belly gut, that weight is pulling down, it's causing you back issues. It's like a woman with big breasts that have upper
Yeah.
back issues. It's the exact same thing.
Yeah.
And so you have to strengthen those muscles.
Yeah.
And I tell people that all the time. You can want to do your squats or whatever, but focus on strengthening your abs and your lower back.
Yeah, because I
Because,
do the deadlifts, and I have my
yeah,
weight train, my belt.
mhm,
I
yeah.
try to do really hard, and we just have to keep trying. We got to try to do everything
Yeah,
we can because
because at the end of the
I
day, you
plan on
want
doing
to.
this for another 10, 15 years.
Yeah, exactly. And as artists, especially, I don't. I love dancing and walking around and
I
jumping around
know
and
you
stuff.
do.
So
Love
I,
dancing. I do
so I
too.
gotta stay.
And you
I
love
gotta
taking
stay.
off them clothes.
I know, right? It's hot. I'm sweating. Take the shirt off, and it's gotta, And so yeah, but it's the best thing for you, and especially you get older, you realize it's more, because a lot of people, you can have all the surgery you want, you can have the liposuction and all this stuff all you want. It's still not going to prevent you from having hip issues, knee
Yeah,
issues, back issues.
it's
You're still
true.
gonna have those issues.
It's true.
So people are like, I don't want to work out, I just want to look good. Okay, well, you can look good, but you're still gonna be walking around like you got problems.
Yeah.
You know,
I
it,
have to do something. I have to run. I have to do something.
mhm,
I have to get out in
yeah,
nature. I have to try
yeah,
to, I just, it's just in me,
yeah.
it's
And
something
it's
is
hard
just
for
in me. And
people.
I just
Yeah.
wish that, and a lot of women my age go through the hormonal imbalance thing and it gets really bad
Well,
and you
women,
gotta figure it
your
out.
bodies go through
I
so
figured it
much.
out.
It's ridiculous. Yeah, your bodies go through so many
Mhm.
changes. And your body attacks itself and everything. It's a lot of things that, a lot of we don't have to go through. Men don't have to go through.
Yeah,
You know,
it's
but
true.
it's like when, I was raised primarily by women. My godmother and
Yeah,
all her sisters, my mom, my aunts, they were the main focus of my upbringing. My cousin Deanna, it was like my soul mate, my sister. So I learned a lot from them. And you learn that there's a reason, she's acting like this, and there's a reason
yeah,
she,
it's all
because
hormonal.
your
It's
body
really
goes, yeah, your
hormonal,
body
but
goes
it's
through a
up
lot of
to
things.
us to, not be lazy and just accept it.
Mhm.
You
Yeah,
gotta fight against it. I
yeah,
lost 50 pounds in 6 months. And I'm still going, but I'm trying to now build.
yeah,
Like I'm
yeah.
trying to build, like
Throwing
I'm
it up
really
and
working on harder weights to build the
yeah,
muscles in the
yeah,
legs and in my
yeah.
arms, because the fat is gone. So I'm trying to
Look
get
at
my
that back
yeah.
up. You talk about me, look at you. Yeah, Trinere. I'll give
I'm
you some,
trying.
get
I'm
you
trying
some
to
dap.
pump my leg, to get
Gotta
that
give you some
muscle,
dap.
get
Yeah,
that muscle in
that's
my
good.
leg too. I'm
Uh-huh.
I'm I'm working it out. I'm really trying. I even have
That's
I got a
good.
little faux pack going on. I don't have a six pack like
That's
you, but I got a little
that's
faux
all right.
pack.
Listen, I give you some dap for that.
Okay,
That is
okay.
excellent. It's
So
excellent. That's
I think
good.
we covered everything, and I think, yeah, I think we did. So can we go out with you singing? We got to sing the
Diamond,
whole thing,
which,
but I want
which,
people to
what,
hear that voice.
okay. Okay, so I did the first verse. Diamond girl, make me feel like I'm on fire. Did I sing that part? No, I didn't.
Just sing anything
Diamond
you
girl,
want to sing.
you make me feel
Yeah.
like I'm on fire when you are near. You captivate me with your smile. Girl, you make me get so wild. Ooh,
You're
oh,
my,
diamond girl.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah,
You,
yeah. Keep
I
going.
need to hear.
You're
Ooh,
my,
oh, diamond girl.
woo.
You're my diamond
Come on,
girl.
sing, yeah.
You're gonna be doing some church in there, right? Give
You're
me a little choice.
my diamond
Yeah,
boy.
sing Trinere. Yeah, that's it. Listen, I'm telling you, I've always been a fan. Always, always. I've
I
always been a
love
fan of
you,
Trinere.
John. I
Always.
swear
And
I do.
every,
I
even
do.
your slow song, I want to feel you on the
You know my
night, make
song,
it
all my
right.
love.
Yeah, that
So
song. I
hold me
love that song.
tight.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. I
I,
want to feel you. Yeah,
oh, look
that
at your
song.
little voice. Oh, what's that little voice?
That's a little falsetto. For the night, make it right. Yeah. Yeah, I got the little falsetto thing when it's working.
You know what?
Sometimes it's like,
It's another
yeah,
song that you sing, I think by Jeffrey Osborne, and I heard you sing it at your show.
oh, uh, stay with me tonight, baby, stay with
No,
me
it's the
tonight.
slow one. No, it's a
Oh,
ballad.
you're talking about, oh,
God,
shoot.
what's that song you do, John?
Um, um, God, he's got so many, and I love Jeffrey Osborne.
Okay, so if I was at the club where you perform with your band and the ladies make a special request, what do they request you singing?
They always request, well, they love when I sing "You'll Never Find" by
You
Lou
here it
Rawls.
goes here. You're just as sweet as peaches and
Oh God,
cream.
yeah, you're just as sweet as peaches and
That's what you
cream.
said.
You
Yes,
must step right out of my dreams.
sing it.
You and I were meant to be. Oh my God,
I
I am
am
a
a very
very
fortunate
fortunate
guy.
guy. Ah, I can't think of the rest of that. You got me thinking that song,
Oh
man.
my
Oh my
God, that's
God.
my song. I love that song.
Oh man,
Oh,
Jeffrey
Ricky said,
Osborne.
on the wings of
Yeah,
love.
I used to sing that all the time. Oh my God.
Oh my
On the
God.
wings of love, up in above the clouds, the only way to fly is on the wings of love. On the wings of love, only the two of us together,
I, I,
flying
yes,
high upon the wings
of
of love.
love.
I used to love that song, man. I'm a Jeffrey
I
Osborne
love it. I
fanatic,
get so
man.
excited when I hear you sing. I
Oh,
swear.
thank you. Thank
Diamond
you.
Girl is
Yeah,
is it's the best. It's the most energetic song, and we got to get you out here. I'm telling you, we're gonna
you
get to
know I'm
work.
ready.
We are gonna get to work, and we're gonna do this thing. Okay.
You
So
know
I
I'm
just want to
ready.
thank everybody for coming on
Thank all of
and
you.
joining us. And forgive me for getting a little huffy puffy, but
Don't
I get that way
don't
because
apologize for that.
I am for the
No.
artist. I really am for the
Yeah,
artist and for the real
me too.
artists. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to the fakes. I'm sorry if y'all offended or whatever, but y'all need to probably look
You'll get
within
over it.
and rearrange some things, do some things differently, get
Yeah,
some more integrity about this thing,
yeah.
stop, singing over other people's music, at least take their
Thank
voice
you.
off and do your own
Exactly.
thing. It's a simple thing. Just,
Yeah,
just be respectful and have some integrity about it. And
yeah.
that's all I'm
Do the
trying to
right
say
thing.
because this is really somebody else's work. It's not yours. It's
It's
really
not
not
yours.
yours.
It's not
So
yours. And
I
it's
love you guys.
but
Thank you for tuning in.
thank
Thank you,
you.
John. I love you. We're going to keep talking and talking and talking. And
You
kisses
know I
to
love you,
you.
Trinere. You know I love you.
And you have a
You
good,
are.
and I'm gonna be coming to Miami soon. I gotta visit my family and I gotta
Oh
get with you.
God, you
I'm
gotta
gonna come
let
see
me
you
know.
sing with your band.
Oh God, yes, you got to do it,
I would
Trinere.
love that. And
I
I might get up on
won't
stage
call
with
you
you and
out
do
there. I
something.
won't be. I won't put you on the spot and all that stuff. I'll just trip out on stage and act like a fool, but I won't.
You know,
I won't say why.
I'm very free. I'll get up there. I don't trip like that. I'll get up on stage with you. It's an honor for me to. I love singing with people that could really sing and
Oh
who
yeah,
can sing.
yeah, I love that. I love that too, because you know you can. Jesus,
Oh, I
and you
try.
never
I
disappoint. You
try.
never disappoint. You never disappoint.
Thank you. I
I
try.
love that.
So
Yeah,
anyways,
that's.
we're gonna say good night. I love you guys for tuning in. Thank you, John, for
Thank
agreeing to do
you.
this.
Thank you so
You're
much.
amazing. I
Love you.
love you, and I will see you real soon. All
Yeah,
right.
you will. Thank you.
Bye,
Thanks again for
guys.
helping us out, Ricky.
Ricky, we love you, man. Thank you for tuning in.
All right. All right, Trina.
Bye,
Love
guys.
you.
Ciao, ciao.
Good night.